Well, hello friends and fans of the channel and whoever else has stumbled upon this video. I know it's been a bit of a hot minute since I've made a video, but I'll be completely honest, life hasn't been going real nice to me lately. I'm dealing with some very nasty things being done towards me by my... I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't like to share my personal stuff on YouTube too much, obviously, but long story short, my daughter's been withheld from me for unjustified reasons, so I've been having to deal with a lot of different departments and people and stuff and trying to fight that fight, but life goes on and I've got to keep going. So one thing that I need to get working, at least out here in the property, is my generator, because the generator I built for the DC generator, it works, it's been doing well. Only thing I've been encountering with it is, the main fault with it is the belt drive, because it's just chewing through belts. Like, the belts don't last. I don't know how many I've gone through, but it's a constant battle of either replacing the belt or trying to retension it from it wearing out. And I'll give you a look so you can see what's going on. So you'll see down here, you can see there's a lot of rubber residue and whatnot, because that's just from the belts prematurely wearing. So I sort of figure, I've been trying to think of like I said, I've done all I can. I've made the fittings and couplings as best I could and as straight and some better load. Straight and sound, but to be honest, I haven't got a lathe to do things absolutely dead on precise. So the coupling I made for, which is actually, I'll show you it. Where is it? Okay, if it's still here somewhere, I might have got rid of it. Where'd it go? Just wait a minute. Okay, here it is. So I'll turn the camera around and give you a look. Basically, it sort of catastrophically failed. You can see here where the little, I don't know what you call it, I suppose the keyway, I had that slots into the groove. The welds I had on it have sheared off, and then on top of that, the whole tube that goes over the shaft, as you can see, has broken at the weld. The weld itself is fine, obviously, because I've done a good weld. It's just the metal has failed due to the fact that, like I said, when I've welded this together, it's pretty good, but there is a little bit of a wobble to it. So that's caused it just to have a stress fracture obviously occur, and it's given out. So basically, due to the tools, resources and whatnot that I have available to me, I can't improve that. I can't make a better belt drive, so I've decided to go the route of a chain drive instead, because I can get that a lot more balanced. It should be a lot more reliable, because what's a metal chain, they tend to, you have less wear and tear. There's no need to replacing belts from wearing out and whatnot. And the only concern I had about a chain drive is if it was to fly off, you know, how dangerous that would be and what damage would be done. But you can see where the generator sits. It's underneath a bench, which is going to have an enclosed cupboard door, obviously with vents on it, so airflow can flow through to cool the motor, and also, as obvious reasons, allow the exhaust to be sucked out so the shed doesn't get engulfed in dangerous fumes, but that's all good there. So I figure worst case scenario, if I do get a chain breakage, it's not going to be too dangerous. It's going to be, you know, in an enclosed area, and I'm going to try and make a chain guard for it as well. So basically, if that does happen, it won't fly off. It'll just hit the chain guard and just drop. So I figure a chain driver might be the way to go. More reliable, easier to set up, because like I said, like, the big issue I've had with the belt drive is keeping the tension right, because you know, you can get the I've played around with different tensioners on them. Like, I've built my own tensioner, I've bought a couple tensioners, and I can't quite get them to work right. And what happens as well is, you know, especially because there's a little bit of a, you know, unbalance in this, so that wobble causes the belts to prematurely wear, and when they wear a little bit, then the tension goes down again, and you lose, you know, performance. So it goes like so this alternator will go from putting its full 28 volts to dropping down to, you know, if you're lucky, like, you know, 23, 24, which is enough to power things, but obviously the idea is to have a full voltage so you can get a really good charge on these batteries and run things efficiently if you need the backup power. So I'm going to start basically welding together the bits and pieces to put a chain drive on it. So I'll run you through what I'm going to do there. So here's my bits and bobs. I've gotten a good chain, so I didn't fuck it. It's not a bicycle chain. I've got a 420 motorcycle chain, so it's nice and strong. So that's the chain there. It will obviously need to be shortened, but that's not a big deal. I can shorten that. And I've got the master link here to join the chain together once I do that. I've got the sprocket here. This sprocket will be attached to the alternator, and, you know, as opposed to the belt, I don't know what you call it, belt wheel. This is the sprocket for the motor. This one's going to be, I'm quite trying to decide how to do this one. I'll most likely, because it would be really lovely if this hole here was a bit bigger, because I'll come down here. You can see, if I can get the thing, so it's too small to slide over that. And also, as you can see, the keyway on the engine goes in, and so does, where's the keyway on this? I should take out the packet, shouldn't I? But yeah, you can see the keyway is the same. So I can go a couple routes. I can drill, there we go, see how the packet now. So I can go a couple ways. I can drill this hole out bigger so it will slot over the shaft of the motor, and then I can make a key. So basically, you know, you slot that on, and then you have like a bit of metal that will slot through there and through here. And the idea is you make it so the key sort of like, it's not a full rectangle. Like, I'll show you the carpet here just to give you a demonstration. Okay, that's an easy one. All right, so imagine I can make like a piece of metal that's, you know, this side. Oh, nothing wants to work for me. Okay, here we go. So imagine a key, like little key that is like that. That's a rectangle key. Fuck off. There we go. Sorry, I'm not in the best mood. It can be straight. Our issue is obviously that would just work its way off. So another way you can do it is make the keys slightly angled to one end. So you hammer it in, so this gets put on, and then the key gets put in, and because it's angled like that, obviously the narrow end goes in first, and as it goes on, this bigger end then tightens. You basically press fit it so it stays tight in there. Another option I can take is similar to my old coupling here, where I get a piece of tube with the keyway again, and then just simply weld this to the end of it. which to be honest is probably what I'm going to end up doing. However, I will be getting a much thicker wall pipe than this. I would have used a thicker wall pipe to begin with, but this was all I had at the time. It did work for a while, but as you can see, obviously that's not strong enough. So we'll probably go for the same style coupling, just with a chain sprocket on the end instead of a belt wheel. So that's as it stands at the moment. Another thing I'm gonna be doing is, as you can like, I don't hate how, I quite like how it's just mounted here to the floor of the shed. The only issues I've encountered is it makes the shed vibrate like a motherfucker, which can, you know, especially up here, it has caused loose connections. So what I did is, as you can see, I've put rubber blocks under, oh no, there's, that one's been tightened down, rubber blocks underneath where I bolt it down to absorb some of the shock, which actually did improve things quite a bit. So I'll be doing a similar thing again. But if you actually look at this setup, the engine and the alternator are not joined together. The alternator, I've made it, the reason being is if the belt lost tension, I could simply, I've got it screwed at the moment, but usually I have it bolted. I can adjust where the alternator sits just to give the belt extra tension and try and get some more life out of the belt, due to the fact I haven't been able to find or make a proper tensioner. Although with the chain drive, that won't be an issue because a chain won't lose tension like a belt will. And on top of that, just to play it safe, I've also got a tensioner, like a proper belt tensioner. Just wait a minute. Proper tensioner for a chain. So I've got to work out how to make this work, but this will basically, you know, because it's sort of spring loaded, as you can see, it'll keep tension regardless. If you look, it'll start like wherever you begin it on, it'll hold tension, and if you do happen to get any wear or movement, the spring load tension here will just automatically tighten down and keep your chain tight. And it also stops, you know, any of your chain doing the whole wobbly thing. That'll just keep it going nice and steady and still. So that's my current idea, because like I said, the generator's been working really well. It's just the belt drive that's been the issue. Either a belt drive isn't ideal for it, or I'm just not very good at making a belt drive. Like, you know, I can do a lot of things, but I'm not perfect at everything. I'm not a fucking, I've made my own generator, so we're giving it, that was the first rendition. It's working well. We've got some issues, so I'm just trying to work out the kinks. And yeah, so I'll start sussing this out and film as I go along. So see you in a sec. A quick little note here before I edit it. Actually going to end the video right there. Thanks for watching. Next video though will be me getting straight into the guts of it and actually just building the cunt. So rather than having a video of just about a whole bunch of me talking about nothing and then some building, you can choose to watch this one, or you can just skip this video and just go straight to the video that has me doing what I do best, and that's just build shit. So catch us next time, guys. Thank you for watching this far. I really appreciate your views. And yet again, sorry about all the lapse of the lack of videos, and also the lack of like spring of my step. Things aren't very nice in my life at the moment. You know, I live in a beautiful place, got beautiful people, but you know, there are other people that do very nasty things to me, and it's awful. I haven't seen my daughter in a month, so that's all I'm going to say there. I don't want to talk about these things. It's the internet. It's too much, but catch you later, guys. Appreciate you. Just bye.